There comes a moment in every man's life when he realizes his own habits have become his enemies, not an external war, not a rival, but the silent, corrosive forces he's allowed to linger within his mind. Comfort that dulls his edge, approval that chains his will, noise that buries his soul. We tell ourselves we're living, but in truth, most of us are slowly decomposing, mentally, spiritually, even morally, while pretending everything's fine. We add more stimulation, more goals, more validation. But the Stoics knew the truth. Strength doesn't come from adding, it comes from removing. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." And mastery begins with subtraction. This is the part of the journey most people avoid, because removing what weakens you feels like death, the death of the old self, the version that depends on approval, comfort, and distraction. But that death is necessary if you want to be reborn into discipline, focus, and inner power. So today we go to war, not with the world, but with ourselves. This video isn't about motivation, it's about surgery, cutting away everything that keeps you small, reactive, and enslaved to weakness. If you have the courage to face what's rotting you from within, stay till the end, because once you see what needs to be removed, you can never unsee it. Welcome to the inner citadel. Let's begin. 1. The need for approval. You may not realize it, but the hunger for approval is one of the most destructive poisons in a man's life. It's disguised as kindness, humility, connection. But beneath it lies dependence, the silent addiction to being liked. Every time you change your tone to please someone, you betray a piece of your integrity. Every time you hesitate to speak your truth because it might upset others, you train yourself to live in chains. A man once lived his life like a mirror. Whatever others expected, he reflected. At work, he was agreeable. With friends, he was harmless. Online, he said the right things. He was loved, but hollow, until one day, a single question shattered him. If everyone disappeared tomorrow, who would I be? That question broke his illusion. He realized that he had never lived, only performed. He began withdrawing approval like oxygen. Silence replaced his need to explain. Stillness replaced his need to impress. The more he stopped chasing validation, the more his power returned. This is what the Stoics understood. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own." When you remove the need for approval, you stop being controlled. People's opinions become background noise. Praise no longer inflates you. Criticism no longer destroys you. Approval is a leash, and freedom begins the moment you drop it. You no longer seek to be understood. You seek to understand yourself. And that is where self-respect and true authority begin. 2. Comfort and complacency. Comfort is the silent killer of potential. It doesn't strike like a storm. It seduces like a lullaby. It whispers, "You've done enough. Rest now." And before you realize it, your hunger fades, your edge dulls, and your spirit decays in the velvet cage of routine. Most men today aren't destroyed by failure. They're destroyed by comfort, by the endless pursuit of softness, entertainment, distraction, convenience. The modern man worships ease, and in doing so, forgets what made him powerful in the first place: struggle. There was once a soldier who trained in the mountains long after his war ended. When asked why, he said, "Because peace makes men forget who they are." He understood what the Stoics lived by, that the body and mind must remain tested, or they rot. Epictetus warned, "Difficulties show what men are. Comfort hides it." When life becomes too easy, you stop seeing the need for transformation. You build habits that keep you safe, but weak. You lose the hunger that drives mastery. Complacency doesn't feel like death, but it is death. Slow, quiet, beautifully disguised. The cure is voluntary discomfort. Do what's hard on purpose. Wake earlier. Train in silence. Confront the things you've avoided. The point isn't punishment, it's clarity. Discipline burns away delusion, and through that fire, you rediscover your strength. The Stoic path is not one of constant pleasure, but constant preparation. Because the man who trains himself to thrive in discomfort becomes unbreakable when the real storms arrive. 3. Toxic people and environments. Not all cages have bars. Some are made of familiar voices, people who drain your energy, mock your growth, or keep you small because they fear who you might become without them. Toxic people don't always look evil. Some smile when you win, but secretly resent it. Some call it love, but what they really mean is control. And if you're not vigilant, their energy seeps into your mind like smoke in a closed room, subtle, suffocating, and slow. A man once tried to change his life. He stopped drinking, started reading, began working out, but his old friends mocked him. "Relax," they said. "You're overdoing it." He didn't realize then that mediocrity demands company. Weak men feel safe when you stay small. The Stoics understood this. Seneca wrote, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you," because who you surround yourself with will either sharpen your mind or dull your edge. Toxic environments are not just people, they're patterns. Gossip, comfort, envy, chaos. They feed your lower nature and starve your higher one. And the longer you stay, the more you lose sight of who you are. The solution is brutal but simple. Distance. Walk away. Not out of hate, but out of self-respect. Solitude at first will feel like exile, but soon it becomes liberation. You'll breathe clearer, think sharper, and rebuild yourself in silence. The Stoic warrior knows, peace isn't found in noise, it is preserved through boundaries. Cut away the rot and you'll find what's pure beneath it. Because a man who guards his environment guards his soul. 4. Negative self-talk and doubt. Your mind can be your greatest ally, or your most merciless enemy. For most men, it's the latter. Because the voice inside their head isn't a guide, it's a saboteur. Every time you whisper, "I can't," "I'm not enough," "it's too late," you build a prison within yourself. No one else hears it. No one else sees it. But it controls everything. A man once failed in business. He told himself he was unlucky, cursed, unworthy of success. Years passed and his life barely moved. Not because fate betrayed him, but because he believed his own lies. That is the cruelty of doubt. It doesn't need to be true to destroy you. It only needs to be repeated. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoics didn't deny emotion. They studied it. They understood that the war for mastery is fought within, between logic and chaos, between what is real and what is imagined. Negative self-talk is not just self-pity, it's self-sabotage. It's your ego disguising fear as reason. It says, play small, stay safe, don't try. But every time you obey, you betray your own potential. The cure is awareness, ruthless, disciplined awareness. When your mind says, "I can't," you answer, "Then I must." When fear speaks, you meet it with reason. When doubt creeps in, you remember, no man ever found strength by believing his weakness. Train your inner voice like a weapon, because once you control the dialogue within, no one outside can control you. 5. Resentment and the past. Resentment is a poison disguised as armor. It convinces you that holding on to pain keeps you strong, that remembering the injustice somehow protects you. But it doesn't protect you. It owns you. Every time you replay what they said, what they did, what you lost, you relive the wound. You keep feeding the very fire you claim to hate. And soon your identity fuses with your pain. You no longer have a wound. You are the wound. There was once a man betrayed by his closest friend. For years, he carried that betrayal like a stone in his chest. Every success he achieved still felt hollow because his heart was chained to the past. One night he realized something brutal. The man who hurt him had already moved on, and he was still serving the sentence. Marcus Aurelius warned, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." To the Stoics, resentment is slavery. It traps the mind in a cycle of emotional reaction, bitterness, anger, pride. It clouds judgment, weakens focus, and turns strength into corrosion. Forgiveness in this philosophy isn't softness, it's strategy. It means severing the attachment to the past so you can direct your full power toward the present. It means refusing to let your enemies live rent-free in your head. You cannot build a new life with hands clenched around old pain. Letting go isn't surrender, it's reclamation. When you release resentment, you reclaim energy, clarity, and authority over your own story. Remember, the past cannot harm you anymore unless you keep resurrecting it. And the man who learns to bury his past is finally free to rise above it. There comes a moment when a man must face himself, stripped of excuses, stripped of comfort, stripped of lies. That moment is not found in noise, nor in validation, nor in the comfort of others. It's found in the mirror, in the silence between your thoughts where the truth stands, unblinking. The 5 poisons you've carried, the need for approval, comfort, toxic company, doubt, resentment, are not mistakes. They are teachers. They have shown you where your power leaks. Now, you must decide if you'll keep bleeding or cauterize the wound. The world doesn't need another man chasing pleasure or pretending to be virtuous. It needs men who are dangerous to their own weakness, men who've burned their illusions in the fire of solitude and risen from the ashes, calm, unmovable, precise. This is the essence of Stoicism, not empty positivity, not emotional numbness, but control. The discipline to see clearly, feel deeply, and act strategically. The strength to rule yourself when everything else falls apart. So here's your challenge. Tonight, when the noise fades and you're alone, take inventory. What in your life must die for you to rise? What weakness, attachment, or voice must you silence to reclaim your respect? Write it down. Face it. Remove it. Because power doesn't begin when life gets easier. It begins when you stop tolerating what weakens you. If this spoke to something inside you, you already know your next step. Like, share, subscribe to Timeless Stoic Mind. Not for numbers, but for a movement. A brotherhood of calm, controlled, dangerous men, building their inner citadels, one truth at a time. Stay ruthless with your weakness. Stay loyal to your growth. Your empire begins within.